hmm Page 757. Yes. There's the letter R. Yeah. Does that mean right to you or record? Yes. hmm Now, record is a testimony. Testimony, the bear record. Yeah. Testified. This is the record of John in John 1:19. Yeah. Yet my record is true. John 8:14. The people, and then bear record. John 12:17. Bear record of the Word of God, Revelation 1:2. Yes. Now, this is the record of what John said or seen or witnessed or whatever took place. Yeah. And supposedly these Gospels have some truth in them. There's supposed to be an actual record of what was witnessed. Now, let's say you're a judge and you decide to issue a mental health evaluation without there being any court record for a need of it. Yes. And I decide to sue you. Pooch! Well, Judge, I told you that I didn't get any due process. And at my own peril, I did tell you. Yes. And your answer was, I don't know if I have the jurisdiction to remove it. Now, it's the public court record. Yes, it is. Yeah, I can bring it in as evidence. Yeah. That the judge would not listen to me. Mm. Then there's Judge Landis. Yes. While being video arraigned, yeah. I asked the judge, would you read the protection order? Yes. Petitioner didn't sign it. Now, I said quite a few other things like, well, where'd you send the notice of the court hearing? Yes. She thinks about it. The last known address. Right. And I'm like, well, I'm homeless. What address could that be? Now, this record known as the court record? Yes. Let's say you're too busy. You're too busy to have a conversation. Yes. With an individual that's either accused of committing a crime or is the respondent of a dissolution of marriage or a protection order. Yeah. And you're just too busy. Pal. Now, there's this thought of the court record. For every judge that orders a mental health evaluation, yes, if there's not a significant public court record of you, the individual that orders it, yes, having a nice long conversation. Where when I sue you, yes, as the litigant, yeah, and I say, well, let's look at the public court record. What did we actually talk about? Oh, you're too busy. It costs too much money to take a half an hour out of your workday as a judge, yes, to have on the public court record that you could tell a jury, well, the guy lied right there in the first 5 minutes of the conversation. He's absolutely delusional. Yes, he doesn't know what day it is. He doesn't know where he's at. He doesn't even know who the president is. Yes. You can ask them about their voting record. Yes, it's not against the law to know the actual politics of an individual. You can ask them about their personal relationships. Yeah. Did you find somebody new, special in your life? Yeah. You could ask them what they think about being arrested. Do you think you did the crime? Well, they say I did, but I say I didn't. Yes. Do you have any evidence to prove your innocence? Yes. Well, I actually do. Yeah. I was on the bus that morning on December 31st of 2015. Yeah. And I had sent an email at 4:48 p.m. I can give you a screen print of it if you want. Yeah. But we're going to have a mental health evaluation. In fact, you as a judge can probably ask the accused anything you want to prove in the public court record the actual testimony, yes, that gave you the belief, right, the thought, that feeling that the individual might not be all there. Now, let's say I'm in Jefferson County. I'm like, I haven't been to Brennan in 15 years. Oh, is that right? Yes. Now, when I bring that public court record into court, you as a judge should always question, can I be sued? See, there is a certain amount of truth about these gospels, yes, And it looks like the book of John, at least in this index, yeah, glossary, concordance, yeah, whatever they call it. Yeah. John was big on this whole witness and testimony. Yeah, yeah. And for the dissolution of marriage there, Brent Basden, yeah. You should never agree to obligate any mental health evaluation. Yeah. Or treatment required. Yes. Without having documented in the public court record. The reasons why you, the judge, think that the individual might have a mental illness. Oh, because an individual like me, yes, the respondent, yeah, hmm hmm might sue you right now for not having a public court record. Now, your domestic violence laws, yes, your restoration laws, right, your cell hearing laws, let's go ahead. This idea of insanity at the time of the crime, yeah. A parenting plan is not about what was experienced, yes. It is about what is going to be experienced. And if you say that there's this one off experience, yes, that the petitioner experienced while on Guam or any other city of the United States, you better be pretty darn sure, yeah, that you have documented in the public court record, yes, that you have some belief as to the truth of what the petitioner had said. Because a guy like me, yes, will sue you and have you put in prison.